cleared. Sam Kendricks. Nielsen has failed, his teammate. The world number 2. Duplantis has failed, the world record holder and world number 1, the defending champion. And there is John Obiena of the Philippines, the World Championship silver medalist from last year. He's failed as well. Now, and the Greek here, Emmanouil Karalis, at his first attempt on 585, put the cat amongst the pigeons.
This is only a centimeter below his personal best. Oh, that is huge! It's a beautiful jump.
Wow! Karalis set a season's best with his previous effort. He'd never cleared 572, higher than 572 this season before tonight. Popped up at 575 at the second time of asking, and there, the Greek nails 585. And as you said quite rightly, Katie, his lifetime best is 586 from last year's indoor season.
Ooh. Wow. But you saw in his earlier jumps, he was landing off center. That one he came right down the middle, and it helps you because you're lined up, and we were talking about it the other day, but it never goes perfectly. It never goes according to plan. There are always things that come up, delays and waiting, and you just, half of it is just being able to handle that and relax yourself when your emotions want to get the better of you.
Now, what are we going through Sam's mind here? Is he absolutely just thinking about executing this vault right?
I would assume so. I mean, that's all as a vaulter you want to do, is just focus on what you're going to do and what you're going to execute rather than, oh, don't mess this up.
Yeah. Technique. So many things to think about to get it right.
Oh my goodness, that is huge.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh man, that's awesome. That's exactly what you want at a championship, is to be just clean all the way through.
Gives it a little tickle, doesn't he?
Just has such a good line though, and because he hits it on the backside, it almost pushes it and secures it on those pegs just a little bit. If you do it too much, it bounces back off, but the way that he hits it does. You know, he had a bad day at the day of the trials. It would not matter that he's the world record holder. He wouldn't go, so.
Here he goes then. Second and third. This is his third attempt at 605.
Beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful.
Yes, calm down, he says. But he knows that was brilliant. Absolutely millimeter perfect there. He's taken a long time. His last vault was about 15 minutes ago. 2 fails at 605. Neither of them that close. In fact, the second one was a refusal. But that, Katie, brilliant.
Beautiful jump. I mean, it looked like he had just as much height as he did over every other bar. I would love to see him attempt a world record because he has the height in him tonight. And it looks like he is talking to the officials. Maybe jumping again?
Well, 605 is a height that very few people apart from Mondo Duplantis have cleared in the history of this discipline. Only 8 other men in history have gone that high, indoors or out. And now Duplantis has to go and consult Greg, his dad, who has a massive reservoir.
Εμένα θα τελείωνε η σεζόν μου στο Παρίσι που είχα ένα τελευταίο αγώνα. Μετά μου έστειλε ο Μελέτο, ο αρχηγός της αποστολής, ότι είμαι στην ομάδα. Ξαφνιασμένος γιατί δεν είχα κάνει τις επιδόσεις που ήθελα. Ήρθα στην ομάδα, ήθελα να κάνω μια πολύ καλή εμφάνιση, γιατί όποτε φοράω το ενώσιμο θέλω να δίνω το καλύτερο μου αυτό. Και από εκεί και πέρα, ναι, δεν το περίμενα, όπως κύλησε ο αγώνας και πίστευα σιγά σιγά στον εαυτό μου και στις δυνατότητες μου, και ο προπονητής μου έλεγε ότι είμαι καλά. Πάνω στον αγώνα άρχιζα και είχα περισσότερη αυτοπεποίθηση και κατάφερα να γίνω καλύτερος.
Ένα τελευταίο, τι έταξε ο Χάρης με το μάσκι για γιορτή σήμερα, πώς το γιορτάζετε, σκοτσέζικο ουίσκι?
Δεν ξέρω. Είναι έκπληξη λογικά. Μίλησα με τον Κομάσκι, μου λέει γκρουπ Κομάσκι πάει πολύ καλά, γιατί κάνω πολλές φορές προπονήσει με τον Mondo. Οπότε το group του Πομάσκι έχει 2 μετάλλια αυτή τη στιγμή. Ναι, θα πάω, δεν ξέρω πραγματικά τι με περιμένει. Θέλω να πάω να τους αγκαλιάσω όλους, γιατί είδα και την εθνική ομάδα που ήταν πάνω και χειροκρότα για όλες τις προσπάθειες. Οπότε ναι, τους ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ και θα τους δώσω όλους μια τεράστια αγκαλιά μόλις φτάσω στο
Back on the podium, I know there's been some ups and downs, but how does it feel to finally be back on the podium after a bit?
Well, every one of my competitors is a fast friend, and anybody that would have shared the podium with me, I would cherish this memory. I'm going to frame this picture, I'm going to put it with 10 others that I have back at home, and everyone will get to see me fix Mondo's hair on the podium. Because when I set out this morning and I saw Mondo, I said, "You're having a great hair day."
Nice. And how did you feel kind of coming into the competition, mindset-wise, physically, and all that?
Well, you're just trying to hold everything together, because sometimes the championship is not about exceeding, it's about holding true. And you could see that several guys performed well outside of their comfort zone, like Karalis, but several guys like my boy Chris Nelson were not able to make that transitory point. And it could have played out a dozen different ways, but today was the result.
Nice. And as we kind of look forward, you have so much experience, but you're still super, super young. What do you kind of expect out of yourself, not only in 2024, but then also as we look forward?
Well, I've got one of the world's greatest mentors. My manager, coach today was Jeff Hartwig, American former record holder, as well as a replete veteran of the road. He and I have been able to make predictions and learned this entire 500 meets of track and field will teach you a lot.
That's really cool.
No, this was not boring at all. This was. I wish it was boring tonight, but no, it was quite eventful for me today, and quite a tough competition. Really, I had my back against the wall more times than I would have liked. I'm glad that I was able to pull that out when it counted the most. But no, very, very hard fought gold medal for me today, and you know, that's how it is. It's a very, very tough event. Sam brought his A game, put a lot of pressure on me there, and you know, that's the fun of sports.